And joining us live is Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg. You just saw him at the airport with our live news conference, and the mayor has come in with some more sad news. Mayor?
Yes, since we left the press conference just briefly ago, the governor, congressman, and I got some updated information, and I can now confirm that there are 12 fatalities to confirm. We believe that 3 of them are likely the crew, and then 9 others, all of whom those 9 are unidentified at this point in time. There were 15 individuals that families are seeking information on that have come to the Family Assistance Center that LMPD has been holding at their training facility location on Taylor Boulevard. So that is the latest information. As we thought, and as the governor indicated just here recently about an hour ago, we thought this would be the case, and we can now confirm that.
And Mayor, you were there last night with some of those families who were seeking information. What can you tell us about how they are doing? And then you also saw the wreckage as the same came up this morning.
You know, the families are in shock, which is understandable. They're seemed numb. They're incredibly curious. They want information, which is totally normal. And the questions they were asking, all of the right questions. Unfortunately, many of those answers were not there yet last night. And so that's why people have been there throughout the day working hard. The coroner is on the scene. When we just were at the crash site, coroner's folks were there, and other first responders were literally removing bodies from the scene. That was part of what the governor, congressman, and I saw when we were on the site. It was unlike anything I've ever seen in person before. A half-mile long of just charred, mangled metal, still some pockets of burning embers and smoke that you could still see. The smells, oil, absolutely just devastating.
Mayor, we're almost at the 24-hour mark in just a few minutes from now, about 12 minutes. So again, we thank you for being here with us as you've been calming the community. We keep hearing about the 16 people missing. Do you believe those people are going to become victims here and this count will go up, or is it stopping at 12?
Well, we're now in a recovery phase, and I don't have that information yet. We're certainly all praying that they have found all of the bodies, but with what we saw, it would not surprise me if there are even more confirmed fatalities as a result of this tragedy.
Is this on airport property or off the property you're describing?
We were on the 2 businesses that you all just showed on the screen right there, Grade A Auto Parts and GRL Petroleum, their 2 locations. And as I mentioned, I'm close friends with the owner of Grade A Auto Parts, and he believes he lost employees as well as customers that were on the property. His business has been literally burnt to the ground. You hear that phrase. I just saw that in real life.
You mentioned him, putting a phone call into him, talking with him. You, the governor, and the congressman all know him, the CEO of both of those businesses, correct?
Of Grade A Auto Parts.
Of Grade A Auto, okay. And that's Sean Garber, you said you talked to.
Correct.
And I mean, do you feel like he's just in a stunned position at this point? I mean, I can't, that seems surreal that he has both employees and customers that he thinks he lost.
He's beyond hurt at the loss that incurred at the individuals' lives, and he was talking about what he can do to be helpful, working to provide information if there's anything he can provide to the investigators, given that so much of the devastation is on his property. And so it's tough. The impact is vast. It's individuals, it's everybody around there has been impacted, each in their own unique way.
Did he give you any indication at that hour yesterday, 5:15, if his store was busy, full of customers, or how many people may have been in that general area at the time?
I don't have all of that information yet. We were talking. I then had to go to visit the site, and so I'm going to connect with him again this evening. I may learn more. I understand he has spoken to some others as well, so I'll let him put out the information about his business.
Mayor, how are we doing as a city on resources? We heard the congressman talk about, everyone from Andy Barr to Rand Paul, everyone is calling, saying, what can I do? How are we doing?
We are well resourced. We are making incredible progress. When you see the speed at which that large fire, again, half a mile long, you saw it in the video, all of that flame that you just saw in that video, that is all now charred wreckage that the flames had to be extinguished in a couple of hours. all of the various fire departments from around the entire community. As mentioned, Okolona Chief, you heard from earlier today, Louisville Fire Department, the others were all in there. We just saw members of PRP Fire that are out there, Anchorage, Middletown that were out there, and the list goes on of first responders that all came together, working together to put it out, to continue now for, as you just mentioned, nearly 24 hours. Incredible acts of heroism. That same partnership is happening local, state, federal level, everybody working together. NTSB is doing their job. Everybody knows their responsibility, and everyone is executing at the highest level right now. And so we will continue to do that way.
My final question for you is a message you might have for the community as we go along and people want to help out everybody in town talking about it. And you've been a calming presence. We appreciate it. Where do you want people to turn, and how do you want, this is really one of our biggest disasters we've had.
It is. I think there are a couple things that people can do. First, something that everybody can do, and that is hug the people that you love, reach out to people who you're concerned about. The impact of this on everybody. I know the impact firsthand of what traumatic events can do. And I also know that from talking to others who have impact all sorts of different traumatic events, that the impact is different for every person. So reach out. Talking about it is so helpful. Talking to friends and loved ones. And if you need help, we've provided all the information that people can get the help that they need. If you want to help the families of the victims, we're all going in together with the governor on the Team Kentucky Emergency Relief Fund. We've provided that information there as well. And we will come together and get through this. Louisville is full of love. It's full of support. It's sad that this is not the first time we have come together following a tragedy, but we will again, and we will get through it stronger on the other end, as painful as it is right now.
I think you make up a great point.
Yeah.
People just want to talk about it. Everything they're seeing, they just want to, tell you where they were when this happened.
And we'll continue to get information out there as soon as we have available, just as we did right now. I know that people have a lot of questions. I still have a lot of questions. The governor, congressman, everybody has a lot of questions. As soon as we know answers, we will get that information out, and we will continue talking about this, and we will not forget this.
Everyone's been doing a great job of getting that information out, by the way. The coordinated effort has been very amazing.
Thanks for being so accessible. You came right here from the news conference.
Thank
and
Thank you all.
We appreciate it. We are continuing our coverage now.